Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Sasha's labor scare. Michael rushes by her side, exposes baby's true paternity. General Hospital GH. Spoilers hint that the proverbial poop is about to hit the fan, especially with Michael Corinthos's Rory Gibson official return to Port Charles. The drama is about to explode in so many different directions. GH fans can't help but feel as if Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, and Willow Tate Corinthos's Catelyn McMullen romance days are numbered. After how he framed Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, for his ketamine drug debacle, plus the fact that Michael will confirm he wasn't given word that Willow came for a visit in Germany, Drew's bound to be exposed. Not only paying off the Baden-Baden facility administrator to keep his gal pal from her estranged husband, but possibly also his affair with Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous. Tracy knows that Nina and Drew hit the sack, and once she's out of jail, she may not hold back. Still, could Willow and Michael try to forge forward with a reunion? Time heals all wounds, and Michael likely wants to make up for lost time with his family. Plus, let's face it, a romantic reunion between Willow and Michael sure would make things dicey, considering Michael's other baby mama, Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, is very pregnant, living on the Quartermaine estate, and probably has feelings for him. After all, she's gone to extreme measures to keep her baby's true paternity under wraps to ensure that Michael doesn't lose custody of Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Mork-Mako. So, what happens if Michael and Willow officially reunite? How messy could things get if Sasha suffers from a medical emergency in the weeks ahead that triggers preterm labor? Fans may recall that Sasha's first baby was born early, and sadly, Leo Corbin had to be taken off a respirator shortly after his birth. The entire storyline was heartbreaking for both Sasha and Brando Corbin, Johnny Wachter. Sasha's life spiraled further when Brando passed away months later. The heartache Sasha suffered from both incidents created a tremendous amount of trauma for the sweet character. If Sasha goes into labor weeks earlier than planned, she'll reel from the worry. It'll also bring up very bad memories and worry that lightning could strike twice. Michael knows all too well about Sasha's past pregnancy issues and may throw caution to the wind to be by her side. After all, Sasha has been an incredible friend to him and sacrificed a lot. Will he rush to her side, even if he's with Willow? Could he jeopardize people finding out that he's the father of Sasha's baby, not Jason Morgan, Steve Burton? General Hospital spoilers suggest that there will be plenty of people raising an eyebrow if Michael is by Sasha's side during this trying time. Still, as Willow has counted back to Sasha's baby's inception and knows it's around the time that her marriage was falling apart, Michael's wife could very well put two and two together. Is about to be rocked by another emotional whirlwind as General Hospital spoilers tease a stunning turn of events that will send shockwaves through multiple families. Just when things seem to be calming down for Sasha Gilmore, a sudden medical crisis changes everything, thrusting her into early labor and unraveling a secret that could destroy trust, shatter bonds, and alter the fabric of more than one powerful legacy. Sasha's shocking collapse. In the coming episodes, Sasha Gilmore, glowing with hope and anxiety as she nears her due date, experiences a terrifying moment during a quiet walk through Rice Plaza. What starts as a seemingly harmless contraction quickly turns into a full-blown labor scare. Panic sets in as she clutches her belly, gasping in pain, collapsing to the ground before she can even call for help. Fortunately, fate intervenes. Michael Corinthos happens to be nearby, dropping by Perks for a coffee after a long day at ELQ. He hears Sasha's cries and rushes to her side, his instincts kicking in faster than his thoughts. Gone is the emotional distance they've both worked so hard to maintain, replaced with sheer urgency and deep instinctive concern. Racing against time. Michael acts quickly, calling 911 while trying to keep Sasha calm and conscious. Paramedics arrive within minutes, but it's clear Sasha's situation is dire. Complications have begun, and the medical team fears preterm labor may already be underway. As she's rushed to General Hospital, Sasha clutches Michael's hand, whispering something no one expected. "It's time you knew the truth." A confession that changes everything. Once at the hospital, Sasha is whisked away into the maternity ward, where Dr. Sofia Navarro begins preparations for a potential emergency delivery. Meanwhile, Michael is left pacing the corridors, replaying Sasha's words over and over in his mind. When Willow arrives, she senses his anxiety but gets more than she bargained for when he suddenly blurts out Sasha's cryptic warning. Willow, although trying to remain composed, is clearly rattled, especially when Michael confronts Sasha again and demands to know what she meant. What follows is a heart-wrenching confession that leaves Michael visibly shaken. The baby might not be Brando's. The paternity bombshell. Sasha, exhausted but lucid, finally admits that during a brief moment of weakness, she and Michael had reconnected one night months ago, long before she realized she was pregnant. She kept it a secret out of guilt, wanting to believe Brando was the father and desperate to preserve her already fragile life. But the closer she got to the birth, the more she couldn't silence the truth. Michael, floored by the revelation, stumbles out of her room, grappling with the reality that he may be about to become a father again, this time under drastically different circumstances. Willow follows him, and though she tries to be understanding, it's clear the truth has reopened old wounds. Michael faces the fallout. Michael now finds himself at a crossroads. While part of him wants to protect Sasha and the baby at all costs, another part is paralyzed by guilt. He's been devoted to Willow, working to rebuild their fragile trust after all they've endured with Nana, Wiley, and the constant interference from Sunny and Carly. This baby changes everything. As the news spreads through the hospital grapevine, Brooklyn, Carly, and even Sunny get wind of Sasha's hospitalization. But when Carly corners Michael, she sees right through his guarded demeanor. A mother's intuition leads her to ask the one question he didn't want to answer. "Is the baby yours, Michael?" Michael's silence says it all. Sasha's baby arrives, but with complications? As Sasha goes into full labor, emotions run high. Brando, unaware of the storm brewing, rushes in after being notified by Dr. Navarro. Sasha, racked with guilt, can barely meet his eyes, but there's no time for explanations. The delivery is tense, complicated by the premature birth and signs of fetal distress. At last, the baby is born, a tiny but miraculously strong little boy. There's relief, there's joy, and then there's a heavy silence. A paternity test is quietly ordered at Sasha's request. She wants answers, not just for herself, but for her son. The test results arrive. Days later, with the baby stable in the NICU, Michael receives the results in an unmarked envelope. He opens it alone, his hands trembling. One glance at the paper confirms what Sasha already suspected. Michael is the father. Port Charles reacts. The revelation doesn't stay secret for long. Carly is furious, not at Michael, but at Sasha. She believes Sasha intentionally kept Michael in the dark. Brooklyn, always a source of blunt honesty, urges Michael to take responsibility and not let the Corinthos name become another scandal. Meanwhile, Brando is devastated. Though not the biological father, he's already bonded with the baby.